Okay, we're gonna look at the new mode. Let me get the web page up. Let's see here. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna look through the new Guild Wars Reforged mode as well as the hardcore mode, which is called Doom's Covenant, which is an interesting name for it. So our partners at 2 Week Games have been hard at work understanding our tool chains. We present to you the first experiments. Reforged Mode Alpha. Activate Reforged Mode Alpha during character creation. Your character will have this badge visible in game. Pretty cool looking badge. Pike and Square will be accessible as an outpost for Reforged Mode players in pre-searing Ascalon, but you'll have to fight your way there. That's interesting. Players gain 5% more experience and gold in the Prophecies campaign. Nice, so they're buffing up the game a bit, I guess. Enemies have lower health and armor in pre-searing Ascalon. Okay, they're making it a little bit easier for the new players, I'm guessing. Henchmen have been returned and are more powerful with have additional skills. I'm guessing they just mean they have additional skills. I'm wondering if that's in post-searing that they're talking about, because I don't think there's henchmen in pre-searing. We're about to find out though, so we'll see. The Northlands and pre-searing Ascalon has additional spawns. Cool. For multiplayer parties, all players have to be in Reforged mode to experience Reforged mode content and balance changes. Mixed parties will see the standard content. This is an alpha feature where sharing early to gather feedback. It is only presented in English. Interesting. So this looks like it's almost like a alpha test channel. This is like the PTR from League, for example, where you can kind of go on to these characters and test the new stuff that they're going to be bringing. But that's very cool. Doom's Covenant beta. Activate Doom's Covenant during character creation, and you can actually see that in the background of the game. Right here is where you activate both of these. Doom's Covenant is a challenging mode available throughout the game where you strive to avoid dying ever. This is hardcore mode, is what that's saying. Characters created with Doom's Covenant get a badge visible in game. Very cool. Upon your character's death, you lose the badge permanently but can keep playing the character. Right? So it works like PoE, where you basically go to softcore after you've died. Any titles you earn while under Doom's Covenant will have the badge in the hero panel. That's very cool. If you lose Doom's Covenant, any future ranks earned for that title will not display the badge. I wonder how this works for account-wide titles. Maybe they don't display it at all, but I guess we'll see. This is a beta feature, may be undergoing changes, only in English. We appreciate your feedback. 4 player parties in pre-searing Ascalon. This matches the maximum party size at the beginning of Factions and Nightfall. That's very cool. That's actually really nice. I wonder how this will play out for like stuff like the Northlands. It'd be a little bit easier to get into it. You can now choose which background scene is displayed during login and character creation selection. We'll look at that here in a second. Choose your background options, general, pre-game scene. Choose between. Oh, nice. So you can just switch between all the games. Prophecy's scene was not designed to support 360-degree views, therefore it has a fixed camera placement. There is some risk that the zoom level may cut off some of your view and characters. Okay, so if you have ultra wide, it looks like there might be a little issue with that, specifically with the prophecy stuff. Fixed a delay where Steam DLC was not always available immediately after purchase. Oh, that's good. There's no more delay. Fixed a bug where the mouse would move unexpectedly when you touched the screen on some devices like Steam Deck and Windows enabled touchscreens. Nice. And real quickly, I was going to do this in a video today anyway, but we'll just go over this now too. They fixed a server crash for the bonus mission pack. They fixed an issue for the. You could previously buy a PvP only account, and all of those got converted and given PvE as well. So they fixed an issue with that. They fixed the issue where some people with previous accounts that got upgraded had the wrong number of character slots, so some people were stuck with 4 instead of the 8 they were supposed to get. And then, yeah, this was just their announcement of the Steam Deck, or sorry, the official verification of the Steam Deck. We already knew this was coming, but this is just the actual announcement of it. Fixed an issue preventing CD keys from being redeemed in the client for some users. That's good. And the summoning stone now shows up when you have Eye of the North on Steam. Very cool. So that's all of that stuff. We can just pull that down now. So yeah, there's these two new checkboxes. It looks like you can check both at once. So we're gonna do that. The top is the hardcore mode, and then the bottom seems to be like their beta feedback mode. I don't know if this is going to stay like this or if they're going to commit changes to the game after they've been in this for a while, but I guess we'll find out when they do an announcement if they talk more about this. Let's just give our name. Give us a name. Let's go see what's going on in here. Oh, we're just gonna skip. Oh wow, look at the badges. The badges actually look very good in game. You can see them next to somebody's name. The map still looks the same. I wonder if Pike and Square is through the Northlands. So yeah, let's just go see what's going on. Looks like there's some people trying to get to Pike and Square. We don't have a toolbox, so we can't just reveal the map. Oh no, I guess we'll just go see. We'll go get the outpost here, and I'm guessing Pike and Square's through the Northlands. Oh, these are the wrong ones. That person seems to have said that they didn't need to be a Reforged character to go there, so I guess we'll see. Reforged mode. Your party gains plus 5% gold and plus 5% XP in explorable areas. Nice. This will make the pre-searing grind a lot easier, which is great. Alright, we have some skills. Let's go see if we can find some people to go with and check it out. Wow, there's already 4 districts again. Oh yeah, look at this. You can see these in the main menu. And the account-wide titles definitely do not have it. There's Jumbo Pop-Tart. I guess this person might be going. Well, we'll just see if it works. The 4-man party is really cool. One thing that I wonder if they will fix is the bug with the tapestry shred. I wonder if they're gonna fix that because even 4-man parties it seemed crazier. Cool. You have to fight a good fight, and we're probably gonna have to go and get some skills and stuff. Alright, we go on. No. We're all just running with like no skills. I'll grab Slash Mesmer. It's a really good heal to have. Yeah, there we go. We have Conjure Phantasm. Yeah. A lot of people were trying to tell me that they weren't cooking something up. They kept trying to say they were being real haters. They were like, "Oh, this is all just marketing fluff." And I almost said something this morning when they posted the picture of Doom on their thing, and now it all makes sense. Haters gonna hate, boys. Okay, well, we got that ready. Let's go find these people now. This is actually so fun. We got people in pre-searing playing together like this at a party. Very cool. It's also cool. It looks like you can mix match. So like we have some people with the Doom mode on, some people don't have it. So you can play hardcore with people. I kind of wonder how they're going to handle this. Like, how are they going to handle getting the hardcore title? They might just leave it this way and just let you play together. But yeah, it's a little odd to be able to get non-hardcore people you can use as your tanks or whatever. No, I might as well grab it. I actually do have a warrior in free already that I was working on LDOA on, but I might have to wipe that character out and get it on a new one. Yeah, we're gonna work our way towards Beacon Square. We have to get some skills first before we're gonna even be able to think about doing that, so. There's the monk quest. They do not know how to ping their skills, I guess. That's weird, it won't let them ping. Oh, it won't let me ping either. Let our Necro get their skills. Oh, I forgot to get the monk quest. It's fine. So we'll go this way to get the cannon quest done. Yeah, I should have grabbed the monk quest, but it's fine. Being a little underleveled won't kill us. It's something I didn't consider. We're, playing it in like a hardcore mode. I don't have a heal on here except Life Siphon and Aurora. I don't know if this is gonna heal me enough. Did anyone else grab the I think our Necro grabbed the monk skills. We need to just run or we're gonna die. I did complete the quest. Yeah. I thought the Necro grabbed the monk skills, but they're not using them. Okay, it was actually the Sally. Yeah, there's a lot of very noticeable changes. You can see in our party, we're in a four-player party in pre-searing, so that's already one change. We have a buff because we're in Reforged mode, plus 5% gold and XP as well. We also have our Doom's Covenant, which is hardcore mode, so we'll have that tag until we die. Reforged mode, there's a bunch of changes. We're trying to work towards one of the biggest ones now, which is you can now go to Pike and Square in pre-searing, which is crazy, but you have to be in Reforged mode. So we basically have to level up our characters to go see the new Pike and Square in pre-searing. Yeah, we're working our way through it right now. Oh, I'm so hesitant with I saw it get blown up, but just guessing this Necros new. We're about to just run into that. Okay, cool. Hopefully resigning is something. Get rid of this. It didn't say anything about that, but there we go. Let's go ahead and grab this mission. Daily new. See the announcement. Very exciting. We're playing it. See all the icons. We'll worry about turning this in later. Not real worried about it right now. What? What just happened? Did somebody go back in? Oh, we lost him. Who did we just lose? So this guy. Yeah, well, it's okay. I really don't know what happened. Weird. What's happening? Is he not living or something? Oh, you didn't see the news. Yeah, there's a new Reforged mode and a new hardcore mode. So, yeah, you might want to read through the updates. I talked through it a little bit earlier, but yeah, they added some new stuff. Very, very exciting. You're gonna have to make another character in pre. Oh, that is so weird. It's like teleporting us back each time. Yeah, so let's head out from Ascalon. We'll do that to get around this issue temporarily, but that's a really weird issue that they got introduced. Yeah. I think it's exactly as this guy said though. All of these updates in the Reforge mode, I think they're gonna want to bring this to everyone. And the Reforge mode is gonna turn into the alpha testing essentially. It's like a way for them to make changes without changing the other part of the game. Yeah, we'll try to all go get Firestorm, and then we can maybe try with a slightly low level party. It might not be too bad with the imp and all of us, but honestly, them adding 4 players in pre-searing, I think that we might get across the wall, and this might be tough. I just have this thought in my head that like this content might actually be a level 20 content or something in pre-searing, which would be crazy if it was. But we might be able to power through it. We'll see. No, literally, welcome in burgers. I feel so vindicated now that all this is released. I thought we were gonna see this kind of thing release the other day with the 20th anniversary, and I almost wonder if they intended to release it then, because like all of this hype and talk, people were like, "Oh, there's nothing's gonna happen. This is just marketing. They're just trying to sell the existing game." But yeah, I was right. Very exciting. I've been on a bit of a break. I have had some time off this week, so I've been kind of chilling around the house, playing the new PoE2 launch. But yeah, now we're back at it. We're gonna be back at it through the rest of Christmas, probably. Now that we know for sure there's new content coming to Guild Wars, and it's actually decent sized content. Yeah, they were cooking up something, that's for sure. I knew the hardcore mode was like going to be one of the first things we'd see because it just makes sense. It's just easy. It's literally like I said. It was just a flag they add to your character. There is some weirdness though. Like I said, you can play with somebody who's not a hardcore character. Don't know what happens if they die and I don't die. I'm guessing it just doesn't count. Like, it's not going to remove my hardcore status just because somebody in my party dies. And honestly, given how Guild Wars is structured, this is probably a good way to do it rather than segregating the players completely. But they may change this. Like we've seen, this is an alpha test. This is a beta test for the hardcore mode. I wonder if that bug will affect here as well. Yeah, so we're not gonna go into town just in case it bugs. I don't get the new Reforged mode. I mean, Doom's Covenant mode makes sense, but what about the Reforged mode? What makes the Reforged mode so special? So, from what I can gather, keep in mind we've not heard anything from 2 weeks or ArenaNet yet about this specifically. But to me, it looks like Reforged mode is their essentially a PTR mode. Think of like a test realm. So what they're doing is you set that flag on your character, and you are now playing a test version of the game. Essentially, you're completely separated, not completely separated from everyone because you can physically see everyone, but you're separated in terms of what content you run into inside of the zones and stuff. So they have a way basically to add new content without changing the existing content. And yeah, what that means is they added Pike and Square to pre-searing, for example, and we're going to go there. Like that's what we're working on right now. You can only get there when you have a party with people that are only in Reforged mode. So yeah, it's basically a way for them to test changes before they release them to the wider game. There's no new weapons and stuff that we know of. There is, I'm suspecting, in post searing. So they said something about mentioning the henchman skills. They changed the henchman skills, so Alicia might not be a piece of shit in Reforged mode, which is great. People will actually like, and I've been recommending this. I mean, if you guys have watched this channel at all, I've been recommending everyone start prophecies because a lot of people will recommend starting Nightfall or factions because they're a little bit faster pace. It looks like they're basically trying to solve that problem. But yeah, the main issue and why you want to start prophecies is it is slower paced, but the campaign is paced better for a new player. You don't have to learn about heroes, you don't have to learn about anything. You just kind of can play through it and slowly learn your class and the classes around you as you fight monsters and stuff. And with them making these changes, having more golden XP, fixing the henchmen, which were the real problem of prophecies, we're gonna quickly see that recommending prophecies is going to become the new norm. Like it's just going to be the new norm. Made it to Drakmar's Forge with your LWO Survivor Warrior. Guess it's time to go again. Yeah, no. So I had just I'm like level 7 or whatever. I just prepped a warrior on this account for LDOA, and I'm now going to have to remake it because I'm gonna want to do it with the official, official mode. Yeah. So we're gonna try to go to Piken after we get to this town. But yeah, no, this is very exciting. This Reforged mode is honestly more exciting than the hardcore mode. The hardcore mode is interesting, right? But we already kind of had a pseudo hardcore. You could run slash deaths and prove to anyone um prove to anyone you're still in hardcore. But yeah, the Reforged mode means like this is them showing they're gonna be making changes. Right now it's just prophecies, but who knows what the future might be. And they have a way to test them, so is bonus disabled in Doom mode? I don't think so. I think you can play through everything normal. Alright. So we're just gonna do that. I really don't think we have any use for this. Might take blinding flash just a quick oh crap button. But we'll go back to Ascalon and we will try to go through. See if we can. Yeah, so this is one of the places where we're gonna start seeing changes. So they've changed past the wall the amount of enemies and what enemies are there. We don't actually know what changes they've made though, so we're about to find out. We'll grab these while I'm here. I'm interested in seeing what the titles look like in here. I wonder how they're going to handle these account-wide titles. I guess you almost need a fresh account to get account titles with Doom on. I don't know how you would ever be able to get all of these with full hardcore, but I guess we'll find out. Oops, they double opened the door. All right, here we go. Have to see what's changed here. Oh, are these Grawl new? I know there were Grawl here before, but I think there's more Grawl here. Yeah, this is 100% new. Oh, this person's getting trucked. Nice. Yeah, no, definitely make something. We're gonna be going through this as much as we can. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it to Piken with our party of level 2 players, but we're gonna find out. We want to attack the Brawl first. It was a good idea to get Blinding Flash because I can actually save them from dying. Oops. What level are the new Grawl? So these ones right now were level 6. I don't know if they're always level 6 or, what happens when you turn on the Vanguard quest. We still don't even know that. That might change them, so we don't actually know all the changes that have been made. Yeah, all the new Grawl are level 6. This is actually really good because right now, when you're going for LDOA in pre-searing, what you would do is you would bandit farm until level 7. This might be an option. So this might be a way you can farm in this zone and start working towards char farming without having to, bandit farm a whole bunch beforehand. At least for it to be optimal. You could come in here and farm the oak hearts, but it just wasn't optimal. There's not enough of them. Wow, yeah, look at all the Grawl here. This is definitely going to be better than bandit farming. It's not even a question. All the pre-searing guides. Obviously, this, keep in mind, this is only for Reforged mode right now. Oh shit, we actually need to back up. We need to back up, we need to back up, we need to back up. That's too many enemies. Oh, there goes one. Okay, got another one. Alright, let's try to res this guy. Good thing he wasn't a hardcore character. It's just me and this other guy. Yeah, the imp is strong as ever. It's a complete aside, but they've really made the imp completely pay to win now. You pretty much need, but you don't need it. You can 100% play without the imp, but yeah, no, the imp now is super useful in pre-searing. Huge change. Oh, they're gonna die. They're 100% dead. I'm guessing this person's new. They're running around like they're new. Does anyone have a res? Okay, they do. Yeah, non-reforged cannot go to the new outpost. So all the new content that they're showing off, you have to have a reforged character. And you have to be in a party with only reforged characters. Oh my god. They just used Chillblains in pre-searing. What the? That's new. That's so new. And there's more new spawns over here. Oh, look, here's Piken. We're here. Wait a second. It just occurred to me. This new outpost, you're gonna be able to char farm so easily from here. Look at this. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, there's a Adept Mullinates. Is there a new quest here? Because I'm guessing there's nothing here yet, right? Maybe you have to be a certain level. I wonder if this activates when you hit level 10. Is that the Vanguard guy? There's only one district, so wow, but this is everybody who's made it here so far. Not many people. How exciting. Yeah, well, I think this guy is the Vanguard guy. I can't remember. Very cool. If they can make later on so you can change your Deathless character to Reforge in Doom mode, I would be so happy. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do that, mostly because it's just a logistical nightmare. But yeah, no. This is very cool regardless. So yeah, we figured out everything here, at least for now. I'm gonna have to make a new character to fully explore this because we need to level up and see if there's anything different here when you level up. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll take this character to post real quick and we'll see what the changes are there, and then we'll maybe make a new character to come back to pre. So let's go do that. Oops. Almost took the whole party with me. Yeah, I don't think it's likely that they'll basically like bring in existing characters, mostly because of how the system itself works. So they were talking about, you have to have the hardcore title when you get these titles for them to show up in here. So I don't think that they're going to change that, but who knows, right? Like who knows? What we'll do, we'll go back to Ashford Abbey and do the monk quest real quick. I think we turn it in. We turn this in as well. Actually, I already have the Mesmer quest done. I will turn in the Civic quest though, just to get the XP. Yep, Pike and Square is real. If you're just joining us, I can actually show you. It's on the map, and you can go to the Northlands from Pike and Square without having to do the run every time. This is honestly better than anything I thought they could have done for Precinct. I didn't even think about them adding Pike and Square in as an outpost, but this is was a great idea. And there's new Grawl here. So yeah, these Grawl are actually really intense. Apparently, someone was saying that they use an elite, but the Grawl Crones, for example, this thing had chill blades, which means enchantment stripping in here, and we've not even looked at the char yet. So the char might be different in this mode as well. So, but yeah, we're gonna go to post searing now, just to see the new henchman, see what's going on there. I need to grab the Mesmer Perfection first. Yeah, this is very exciting. All right, we're officially a Mesmer. Now we can go to post. All right, let's see what's going on. I'm just gonna check the wiki real quick, see if they've announced anything else on there. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we'll go see what's going on in post, and then we're gonna create a new character and play through it. Might do a warrior just because I kind of wanted to do pre-searing LDOA warrior, but I'm a little scared, honestly, given what we saw with the brawl. They were kind of strong. Oh, we got henchmen. I'm guessing most people are trying to get to Pike and Square still. We were kind of early there. There was only one district still when we were there. But I want to see the new henchmen stuff. I wonder if you'll be able to see the new skills here. I wonder if they changed these henchmen. I kind of doubt it. I think they probably only changed it in post. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's hanging around pretty somewhere. You kind of want to be for a release like this. God, this quest takes so long to start. So much dialogue. One thing we did see now, they still kept these low level, so I guess they made it to where, okay, obstructed by nothing. But anyways, I guess they didn't change this experience at all. They probably wouldn't want to anyways, because you can go to post lower level like me, so. Yeah, the LDOA guide is going to have to be rewritten now, especially if that ends up going to the main game. Okay, just kill this guy. Check out the new henchman. I wonder if we'll see. Oh man, this really opens up the doors. There's some stuff I want to talk about in the video now. Just thinking about this boss using elites. I really want to see them move some of the elites to be capable early. That would be great. We'll just warp. Nobody knows? Okay, there's at least one person over here. Alright. Actually, let's not take the fighter henchman. I just kind of want to see the skills of these guys. Wonder what other little secrets there will be in this mode. We just don't know about yet. We're gonna go over here and fight these things real quick, just to kind of see if we can see Alicia's toolkit changed at all. Lower these three. Or a Scent of Healing. Let's just pull up. I wonder if this page was updated. It doesn't look like it was. Check the history. No, September 1st was the last update, so this page has not been updated. So she's using the same skill still. At least so far. It's kind of hard to take enough damage to make it matter. No, she's still just using Orison. Maybe if I do this. This is really where I want Toolbox to be able to see what abilities they have. Yeah, we're not really able to see if this is new. I'm assuming they've changed it. Let's just go ahead and make it a new character. Oh yeah, while we're here, let's also look at this. There's a new option. Look at that. You can see the old. If you zoom out, you can see with the issue that they mentioned. This was never made for the camera to be moved. But if we switch it to factions, for example, you have the 3D panorama. Very, very cool. Yeah, this is awesome. And I don't know if we've all seen this. It's still cool to have the Prophecies one back. You can't rotate it, and obviously it's a little scuffed, but it's still cool to see this back. Yeah, no, it's not until you put them up next to each other where you're like, wow, the 2D lightning in the background. They look very different. The Nightfall one, this is honestly what I'm happiest about because this one's just beautiful. Looks great. Yeah, the wall. This one even has you got moving birds in it. I'm guessing they go out of frame. Can you see them teleport? Nope. They actually let them go out of frame properly. Yeah, very cool. Okay. Well, let's make the new character. The question is what class to go. I might honestly do Ranger. Just because I don't have one on this account yet. And going for Survivor, like, without dying on a Warrior, that's rough. We won't spend too long customizing our character. And we'll go with the same thing we had before. Oh, I need to go recreate it now. I didn't check the boxes. Prophecies, Ranger, female. Oh, let's pick random hair. Okay, this time we will select both. There we go. And we'll just let this play through. We might turn this into its own series now. Yep. And we're gonna try not to die on the Ranger. Which is fitting considering the other character I play most of the time as a solo Ranger, but yeah. I was gonna make a warrior and do it, but I don't know if I have the strength to play through playing a warrior with not knowing the enemies and anything about them. Alrighty. Okay, everything we know about the LDOA process is different. So this is interesting. They added in those new level 6 enemies. We don't know if once you get to level 10, if there's new higher level Vanguard enemies as well. Um, I don't think I have to turn this in. I think I can hold on to this one. Oh, you're saying suicide? Okay, fine. I'll remake the character again. We'll try a quick suicide, just to show everybody what it looks like. Let's go see it. I'll just go aggro all of these river scale. Hopefully they actually can kill me. I've never actually tried to die here, so that'll be interesting. Oh, they do 2 damage to me. This is gonna take a great amount of time. Well, some of them are doing 4. Just make them crit on me by moving. Let's turn my back to them. Alright, so this is what it looks like when you die when in Doom's Covenant mode. Does Doom actually pop up? He does. It does the ban animation. Look at that. That is awesome. That is so cool. Well, and yeah, look, once you've died, you no longer have the tag in there. Doom's Covenant broken. You have fallen, betraying your Earth of Doom. You mark of the Unfallen has been permanently lost. Okay, I want to rezone real quick just to see if this goes away or comes back, but that's very, very cool. So it's not up there anymore. Yep, yeah, no, the buff goes away after you've done that, but good call, Lino. I didn't even think to try dying. That's very cool. Oh, there's gonna be so many clips of people dying like that. Alright, let's make the real character now. For the 3rd time. Welcome in, Just Sell. Yeah, no, I agree. I think the most exciting thing, just to kind of go back and talk about this, the most exciting thing about this is the fact that we're getting updates at all. And this is not a small content update. Like, I kind of expected the hardcore mode. I did not expect the Reforged mode for them to actually change the game. And the idea of them having a test mode to do that, like for us to use and do stuff with, is just awesome. I'm hoping they're kind of a little aggressive making changes to this mode. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, previously when you got LDOA, you don't accept any quests. I'm wondering if now you can accept some, but for now I'm not going to. We're only going to accept the and turn in the Ranger one that we need, but the rest of them we'll just leave for now. We're gonna map and get everything, and then we will go and set up things at Pike and Square as well. Only work for prophecies, the badges. Yes, for now you have to create a character in prophecies. There's no other way to have these right now, as far as I'm aware. If you give me a sec, I will test creating factions characters with the Doom Covenant mode. You might be able to create those characters, not prophecies. But I'm not sure. Like, we haven't actually tested that yet. This is all stuff I need to test, though, because I need to know, for new people looking to do these modes, do you need to start prophecies? So we'll test that real quick here after we've turned in the ranger quest, and then I'll run and we'll start working on the character. Here we go. Just ignore this quest. Okay, so if we go to character creation, just make a random factions monk. Oh yeah, look. So yeah, that is the case. So if you want to play Doom's Covenant mode, which is hardcore essentially, you can create it in the other campaigns as well. But if you want to play the Reforged mode, which is what's adding the new content, like Pike and Square, you have to make a Prophecies character. So you have to go in here, and boom, there's the Reforged mode alpha. Pretty cool how they implemented it. It's nice. It's just a checkbox in character creation. Yeah, we're gonna now go and we're gonna gather up all the quests and run to the outposts again. And once we've done that, we're gonna start working on this character for getting Legendary Survivor of Ascalon. Or sorry, Legendary Defender of Ascalon. But we're also gonna be doing it, you know, with the Doom's Covenant enabled. Just waiting on the quest. Any day now, Prince Rook. There we go. I don't think so, no. At least as far as I'm aware. I'll go check here in a second once we've gotten the outpost, but I don't recall seeing henchmen in Precinct. I think what those patch notes have mentioned, if I know the ones you're reading, I think they're talking about changing the henchmen in post searing. I could be wrong, but yeah, we'll find out. And keep in mind too that all these changes only affect when you enable Reforged mode on a new character creation, so you have to have this enabled to see any of the new changes. Yeah, everything out here looks the same. They didn't change any of this zone or anything. They did say that they changed the levels of some stuff, but I'm wondering if that's only in the Northlands. So the wolves look the same. Bandits are level 1 and 2. That's interesting. I thought that the bandits you could level up till 7. Oh, well, you need the bandit raid. That's right. Well, here we are in Ashford. Let's go grab this quest real quick. We're gonna need the monk skills. Let's check Ascalon real quick. We'll look for if there's henchmen here. I don't think there is, though. Yeah, there's not. No henchmen anywhere. While we're here, we'll just grab these other quests. So yeah, the henchman changes are 100% just in post searing. Not we're still not sure exactly where they've changed them and what's changed. I'm wondering almost. It's hard because I don't have a comparison. I would need to get on another character that's not a Reforged character to go look. But I'm wondering if Alicia had her attributes changed, if we could tell from the amount that's being healed, for example, because the skills didn't look any different. Yeah, let's go back. Just let them know how hard that was. Yeah, we're gonna go do this, grab all these quests, get all the outposts real quick. We'll come back, we'll do these quests. There's one, I think, here, but we'll get it on the way out. And I'm gonna need to, unfortunately, start collecting red iris flowers again. It's gonna be really annoying to collect them all again. Just while we're doing this quest, so the Miller Upton quest where you need to take the honeycomb with the bees, it's bugged if you're not familiar. So what you want to do is grab the honeycomb. It tells you to take it across the bridge. Don't do that. Instead, just walk down here and take it under the bridge. It's been bugged since Prophecy's released. Yeah, if you bring them under the bridge, the quests will update, and you won't have to worry about them bugging out and getting stuck. Okay, the quest was supposed to update. Oh, there it goes. Poor tenant. Alright, let's go back. We'll go to where the Ellie is and then come back. Still think you're going to want to save your quests unless something significant has changed with the Vanguard quests. So we're not going to be turning anything in yet. Yeah, once we get back to Ascalon, what we may do is try to form a party to go kill Grawl across the wall. So we'll try to get to Piken again and then form a party to actually go and farm in there. So how are all of you doing? Has anyone else made a new character in Reforged mode? Anybody else grinding up? I know a lot of people are going to be excited for the hardcore mode. I'm almost wondering if we'll probably see the resurgence of the hardcore group that was doing it. I'm guessing they're all going to come back again and do it again with the new mode. I want now a third badge, the solo one. Yeah, no, I would love to see them do a solo badge now. It would be awesome if they basically made it to where you just couldn't invite somebody to your party. But yep, yeah, we're probably gonna have to start a hardcore glam series. We'll see. But this is definitely gonna bring some life back into the hardcore scene at the very least. But like I said, I think the most exciting part about this is not even the hardcore mode. It's everything else. The Reforged mode. They're making physical changes in the world, changing up how things work. Hardcore Sologram, aka journey to a mental hospital. To be fair, like I don't think I can. I want to say that I can do a hardcore solo glam with heroes because I've played a lot of solo and I'm pretty familiar, but I also die a lot, so I don't know if I'm that good. Yeah, I gotta remember this is a hardcore character now, so I gotta be smart and make sure I'm using my heals. Get in the habit of it now before it's an issue later. Oh yeah, we also do have. Oh, we gotta wait till we get back to town, but we have the imp now, so we can use that now. They fixed the bug where you did not get the imp. People worry you just left free level 20 a couple days ago. Yeah, no. Like I said, I think I fully believe that they 100% intended to release this with the Reforged release, but it just wasn't done, and they just had to announce it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're in a marketing bind, so right now it's very clear there's a lot going on with their marketing, kind of ramping up all of the amounts that they're speaking. It's more than likely because Guild Wars 3 is coming. That is probably what's going on there. So I think that they probably wanted to release all of this at the same time as the announcement. And then I thought the same about the 20th, or sorry, 25th anniversary stuff that they were talking about yesterday. Or not yesterday, sorry, that was actually like a week now. But when they started talking about the 25th anniversary and put out that little video of, showing Guild Wars 1 and how it turned into Guild Wars 2, I thought we were going to see an announcement of content then. And it seems like that might have been their backup plan, but they just didn't get it done in time as well. So we ended up getting it right before Christmas, which is awesome. Well, so that quest is done. Now we can warp back. And now we're going to do the monk and necro quests. Let's get our bonus. Get the monk skills back. And we'll do the necro quest separate. Just to be safe, we'll make sure that we go with the monk on its own. Come back. We will take the other quest though, the candles. Actually, we'll take both quests because you have to take the skills. That's fine. Okay, well, we're gonna warp back in, get the monk skills, and come back out because we want to be able to keep them alive, but we don't want to have the necro skills. So. There we go. When I got LDOA, I got placed in a PvP arena against a poor level 4 ranger. Oh, that's unfortunate for them. Oh, I forgot to talk to the NPC. Try to keep up. It was always the double-edged sword of that being a PvP arena right when you left. But it's just kind of a relic. This game was always meant to be a PvP game. It was even the PvE is designed around PvP. It's kind of what I think Guild Wars 2 kind of lost out on a little bit. But they definitely still do have the PvP-ness built in, but it's not as much as Guild Wars 1 was. Yeah, I think a lot of people came back with the Reforged initial release, right? And they start playing the update. And I think that's why it's unfortunate that they had to wait to release this. Like, it's just clear that they had to wait to release it. But given how big the system is, we're getting a hardcore mode, we're getting a beta test mode. I think it's pretty obvious why they wanted to wait. World v World Guild Wars 1, I want it now. I doubt we will receive that, but I would love that too. World v World, in my opinion, is the best part of Guild Wars 2. So I enjoy Guild Wars 1's combat more. It's a lot more of a tactical type gameplay than it is action oriented gameplay. Don't get me wrong, I also do like Guild Wars 2's combat. They're both good, just different. But yeah, no, I don't know how you would do World v World with Guild Wars 1 combat features. You kind of have a little bit of it in HA. So when you have the 1v1v1 with 3 teams of 8 going against each other, you also kind of have it a little bit with alliance battles, which is 16v16. So like Euros versus Trader Euros that sit on a. I'm not sure I understand. But yeah, I don't know how they would do Guild Wars World v World. It pretty much it would probably just boil down to something like alliance battles. Maybe they could do some of the siege mechanics a little bit. They might be able to do something like that. But I think it's pretty likely we mostly see functional changes for the most part. What do you mean, Trader Euros? American servers are just more lively? Yeah, no, I mean the districts literally do not matter at this point, other than for ping. If you're wanting to play with all the people, though, most people play in the American districts. That's just kind of historically how it's always been. So it just is what it is. Like you can't get around that. Joking about how quite a big population of American English is just Europeans and other non-Americans. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, for sure. English is mostly for the most part English is English, right? Unless you are Welsh and trying to speak English, and then I do not understand you when you're speaking a different language. Okay. Now, hopefully, she will actually not require me to turn in the other quest. She's going to require me to turn in the other quest. Okay, that's really annoying. I'm going to have to go back and do that. Right, we got a monk's mission. Let's just get the necro stuff done now. We'll just up our wilderness survival. We get another +1 pip, so. I forgot to abandon the mission. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they take the hardcore mode, though. I think one of the issues that I see with it now is you can invite somebody that is a hardcore character into your non-hardcore party, so there could be some cheesing happening there with that, but right of remembrance. Got the necro skills now. We're good to go. Oh, I've just seen an update. It looks like Alicia has healing burst. So Alicia, the level 3 healer, as an elite. That's awesome. We didn't never get her to use it on us, but they did in fact fix Alicia. Yeah, once Toolbox updates, I think I'll do a full tour through of the new henchmen as well. It's pretty cool they're adding like so yeah, to get back to what I was talking about earlier. One of the changes I've always wished that they would make in prophecies, you don't really get elite skills until the desert. And I think that's the one of the number one things that they could change. So you start getting Signet of Capture, I think, at Lion's Arch, which makes sense, right? You're kind of the middle of the game mostly. Maguma's mostly actually the middle, but yeah, if they could start putting elite skill capping, put some new bosses into the Maguma area or around Lion's Arch, they don't even need to be new bosses technically. Like they could just make them existing bosses with different skill sets, and that would work. I think that that would be a big benefit for people. It takes way too long to run into elites. It would also give a reason to go through Maguma. Apparently, it's not actually Healing Burst. That was somebody trolling in the chat. So that's great. I think the attributes did change, though, so we'll see. Okay, now we're good. Now we can go do the Necro quest. And aside from that weird bug where we were zoning out and that guy was stuck in the zone for some reason, and we had to go for Mascalon at Ashford Abbey, we haven't really seen a whole lot of bugs of this so far, at least. But I guess we'll see when we get into the Northlands and really get in there. I'm just gonna do these quests. We'll get like level 3, I think, or something like that, and then we will head on into the Northlands. Because we definitely want to get to Pike and Square again and farm those Grawl. The Grawl, they're level 6 right now, so that's great XP for this level ranger character. Okay. Yeah, I do wonder with new players if they're gonna get tricked by the flame geysters. I'm guessing that probably already happened a little bit with the initial Reforged update. But I'm wondering how many people will get tricked by these flame geysters and lose their hardcore status to them. I never ever trust them. Like whenever I'm walking past these, I'm like, I don't trust that it's actually safe. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. You can technically not have to go past this flame geyser. You can pull the Tomb Nightmare with the longbow, and it will lead him into the geyser, but it's a little dangerous because you have to get kind of close. So we're just gonna do it the intended way, what they wanted you to do. It's weird to me they never reused this mechanic anywhere. There's never another place where you have to, exploit corpses or something to get past a trap or something. I guess it's probably because they didn't want to mandate you have to play a necromancer you know, in some places. So, but still pretty cool. Cool idea. All right, we're done with the Necromancer quests. Now we can go back to Ascalon and let's see if we can get to Piken again. Some people looking for char farming already. That's interesting. Bunch of stuff for sale. Oh, we're in District 5 now. Let's go back to District 1 and see if there's... Oh, yeah, there's a lot more people. Oh, I didn't know the party search showed cross-district. That's cool. What we will do is let's get this. Rid of the starter bow. We'll keep the isolates so we can get our armor. Just keep grabbing more quests to do. Looks like a lot of people have already made it there. I think what we'll probably go ahead and do... Let's go over to get the rest of our ranger skills. We'll do the rest of the quests while we're at it. I don't think we can grab this. Oh, we can do that. By the way, am I wrong? You mentioned something about being able to code Guild Wars toolbox add-ons. Yeah, no, I've been working on a toolbox add-on that for solo play. So like something that will, you know, kind of help with the solo play, let you do lookups on the solo wiki and all kinds of other stuff. So, you know, kind of like also a way to verify that you're always solo. So setting up like an external server that it contacts and is like, oh yeah, this person's not partying with people, that kind of thing. Just to kind of have something like that to exist. But yeah, I've been working on that for a bit. All right, we got that quest done. We can go through here. How hard would it be to make something like this? Need a UI grid so bad. Oh, just like a grid that renders over top of everything. I don't know. I'm imagining it wouldn't be too hard, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, like, there's not really a whole lot to doing something like that. You just need to render. Yeah, you just need to basically render it on screen and make it to where you can click through it. It honestly doesn't even need to be a toolbox thing. You can probably other stuff to do it. But yeah, no, I imagine it's possible. Let's go get our pet. Also, it might be something useful for Toolbox itself, since I'm guessing you're probably not the only one who likes having their UI perfectly lined up like that. Part of me now is like, I've made this character have my solo ranger. Maybe I should make this a solo reforged ranger. I'll just not use the. This is on my Steam account that I had bought. I just won't use the stash or whatever. And we'll go for beating all the campaigns. Cool. We shall name the pet Beans after the first one. I think there is one more NPC up here, but we're gonna go over to here anyways. So, but if I recall, there is a ranger NPC up here that has more skills. Yeah, I almost wonder though. They haven't clarified yet what this reforged mode actually is. I wonder because to me it reads like it's a beta character, like a beta test type of character essentially. But I almost wonder if it's meant to be more like a Iron Man thing. I don't think so though. I've not tried yet, but I. Oh, actually, we did actually see that. You can invite non-reforged characters to your party, and it just doesn't do anything. You don't see the reforged content. So yeah, I wonder what their plan is there. Like what they're actually intending this to be. I think it's basically meant to be an alpha test mode, but I wonder if they consider it to be like an Iron Man, if that's what they're trying to make it into. Here's something they could change. I, I don't think there's not been any mention of this yet, but if they make a way to make Reforged mode have a certain skill balance, I'm wondering if they're working on that because that would be cool for them to make balance changes to be able to test for level 3. Nice. Start upping. All right. So that should be that quest done. Yep. Now we just need to go over to Fort. It's Fort Rank, I think. And what we will do is get our pet UI open because we don't want to die. So the pet is the best way to not die. Oh, we don't have toolbox, so the pet doesn't go in when we hit control space either. That's great. We're not even going to bother with tanking the bandits, even though we probably can, no problem. Nice. I wonder who's going to be the first person who gets LDOA on the new Reforged characters. It'll be interesting to see. That Grawl farming is going to be the best way to farm XP, so. Um, We're gonna aggro a bit here. We're gonna just run through. No real need for us to fight all these. And we have to be careful over here of the scale that are up here next to the wall. Kind of dangerous. Okay, there we go. If El Chapo Dan knew he could one-shot LDOA in less than 12 hours. Yeah, no, I know some people have done LDOA. I think it's down to like 8 hours now or something like that, if you time it right with the quests. But yeah, I just wonder who's gonna be the first to get it. Not necessarily the fastest, because it will speed up for sure now. Like there is no doubt about that. But I wonder who's gonna be the first to get it. Dude does LDO and continually continues with Graham after. It's funny. It's pretty intense. Oh, oh no. Get our heal going. I think we're strong enough now where that's not too big of an issue, but we want to keep our heal on. Oh, it's gonna go down. Okay. Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, getting 4 of them on me. Okay. There we go. I wonder why they didn't drop this with Reforged launch. Seems like I wasted a lot of time on new characters. I think it's 100% the case that they just didn't finish it on time. I do wish that they would have said something about it. They're kind of in a rock and a hard place, though. If they're going to do. When you think about it this way, like I said, I still fully believe Guild Wars 3's announcement is imminent. I think we're going to see it happen any day now, within the next month or two at most. They're going to have to say something about either it or a new Guild Wars 2 expansion. Because right now, we're with Visions of Eternity in Guild Wars 2. That's the latest expansion we have. They've not announced any further expansions at all, and that's really weird for them, given the time of year that we're at. And keep in mind, the past 3 expansions that we've had for Guild Wars 2 were all announced ahead of time. Like, they announced there would be 3 more expansions that they had confirmed. They had already started, talking about working on. So, for them to have not announced anything yet highly suggests to me, at least, that we're going to see Guild Wars 3 get an announcement soon. And given the amount of marketing that we've been seeing, and this release as well, I think that that's even more likely. So, yeah, they're kind of in a rock and a hard place, though, because of that, since they basically had to announce it when they did. They had to announce Reforged when they did before Christmas, because there might not be time after Christmas if they announce Guild Wars 3. So I think that they wanted it to be done with the release, more than likely, but they just didn't get it done in time. And then again, we just had the 25th anniversary the other day, and they were talking about there being something at the Game Awards, which just turned out to be an ad, by the way. I don't know if anybody else watched the Game Awards, but in the pre-show there was a Guild Wars 2 ad, and it was actually a pretty decent ad itself. As far as Guild Wars ads go, they're kind of a meme, mostly from the past. Like we've all seen Ritlock in the taxi and everything. So, but yeah, no, I think they had to announce it when they did, and they kind of just got rushed for time. Keep in mind, we know for a fact there's only at most 5 people working on Reforged right now, outside of the ancillary stuff that the ArenaNet team's doing. So there's 4 people at 2 weeks, and there is Steven CW, who's been working on it for a long time. But yeah, I fully would expect it. They would have released it with the Reforged update or the 25th anniversary thing, but we ended up getting it right before Christmas. The timing's a little weird because the holidays about to happen, but it's still like this is better than nothing. This is it's good that they're announcing it at all. But yeah, a lot of people made characters now are faced with the dilemma: oh, do I want to play this new stuff? I now have to go and deal with that. I don't think it's worth us bothering and waiting to identify those. We got another starter, but we don't need to keep all of them for now. Lots of people running around. Looks like a lot of people are leveling up and doing LDOA. Also, I want to say SAB Ritlock ad was peak marketing for Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, SAB is probably one of my favorite things in Guild Wars ever. Like, it's just a fun area, and the fact that we still haven't gotten the rest of World 3 is very sad to me. Hopefully, they finish that before Guild Wars 3 starts, because once that starts, I don't think we're ever gonna see it again. So we need to go up here now for these quests. Probably just my situation, how much I've grinded new characters to LDOA and level 19 and pre, it just hurt today. Yeah, like I said, I think that there's a lot of people in that same scenario because when they announced Reforged, everybody kind of used it as an excuse to come back and play. So it's tough. It's definitely tough to have grinded multiple characters. Even I had just started grinding a LDOA character, but I only got interrupted because I've been on vacation and Path of Exile 2's new update came out, so I've been playing that some on vacation. But yeah, no, it's rough if you've just done LDOA. Mind-numbing task normally. I'm hoping that, and we'll see when we get there, but I'm hoping that the pike and square stuff makes it a bit easier. You won't have to do the gate runs anymore on these characters, which is awesome. And you'll be able to, kill those Grawl. We don't know yet if once you get level 10, if it changes the content at all. So maybe those Grawl go higher level if you have the Vanguard quest at level 10. And that would be awesome as well. Just more ways to farm in there. And the char might have changed too. So we've seen that the... Let's just grab the warrior skills. We've seen that the Grawl that spawn there have changed, but we don't know if the actual char themselves have changed. So, do you think they'll add Reforged content for post series? Well, they already have, so we don't know exactly what the changes are yet, but they, at the very least, changed the henchmen in post. So, the main complaint about prophecies and why everybody recommends not playing it first is because of the henchmen and because of how bad they are, and it makes playing through the game solo really hard. But if you have a reforged character, it's changed. So, uh, like I said, we couldn't see exactly. The problem is it's hard to see what skills the henchmen have until Toolbox gets updated. We're not really going to be able to see fully what they have. So, and again, like that might pull from the wiki as well. So we might not even see it when Toolbox updates. We might have to have somebody dig around the game files. But to me, at least, it looked like Alicia was healing a lot. It almost looked like the AI had changed slightly. And she was like actually like really on top of healing me. She was using Orison healing. I seem to recall that she had healing touch before, but the wiki, it didn't look like it had been updated, so I'm kind of confused what had happened there. If it actually was updated or not. But I seem to recall her using healing touch. Maybe it's not until she's higher level. Okay. So that's done. Now we need to work our way through here to go get the other outpost. And we're going to have to kill these Grawl along the way, which is fine because we need levels. So, but yeah, I fully expect them to add more content to post searing. I think that this Reforged mode is a checkbox way for them to change the game without breaking everything for existing players. And like they said before, They don't want to segregate all the players off on their own, so we're never going to see that. You're never going to see, a mode or something that makes it so you can't see the other players around you. But this is a great halfway for that, right? It's just having that toggle. Yeah, like I said, for both steering, what I would love to see them to do is to change the boss skills. So I really want to see them move elite skills into Maguma. I think that would be such a big win for the game. Just wonder now if I restart again, will I have to do 2 reforged characters to experience all the new content, 1 perma pre, 1 post? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, probably. I would imagine if they change much more in post, you're probably going to want to make another new character and take it to post as well. Because yeah, we also don't know if they're going to bring more new content to pre-searing, so them adding an outpost is about as exciting as it can get. I thought if they were going to add an outpost to pre-searing, what we would have seen was them adding a PvP arena. Like, you know how you can go to the PvP arena after you finish pre-searing before you go to post? I thought we would see them add in essentially random arenas, but for pre-searing or something like that to kind of just help the longevity a little bit. But it looks like that they're 100% okay just creating a brand new outpost. I haven't compared them yet, but we will once we unlock it again. But the Pike and Square of pre-searing to the post-searing one, I wonder how similar they are. They didn't really look like I don't recall them looking that similar. I don't think that they're like reusing anything there. So, but yeah, it looks to me like they got the mapping tools working, and so new outposts are on the cards, and it's just going to be about what content do they are they able to create for them. And one thing I will note, so Guild Wars 1 is translated in a lot of languages. I think there's like 11 or something like that. So all of this new content is English only, which I think that is another good reason that they kind of split things into that Reforged toggle. It's uh, not everybody plays in English, so it's good for them to be able to test things and make sure that it's all working before maybe later they go and relocalize everything. And like I said, we still don't know because they've not said anything about this release yet. But we don't know if this release is actually just, them beta testing stuff, or if this is actually meant to be their pseudo Iron Man mode. But I think it's likely for them to test stuff to put into the actual game. So I think what we'll see is they'll make these changes. They have Pike and Square here, right? For example, I think that they'll have us play on these reforged characters, and once the feedback about it's received, and they're like, oh, these characters are good, or Pike and Square being there is a huge benefit to the game. Everybody loves it. Let's add it to the main game. So I think that that's what we'll end up seeing them do is basically Pike and Square will get added to the main game. Reforged characters will still be able to access it, but it'll just be content will be added to both versions. It's essentially just a feature toggle, is all it is. Maybe there it is. Oops. All right. Let's see if we can find some people to go across the wall. And we'll re-pick up the Mesmer skills on our way for the heal. Let's also change districts. Cool. There we go. That level 1's gonna have a rough time. Oh yeah, let's grab a... It doesn't make me turn in the quest. Oh, it is going to. Gotta ignore that. The 4-player party in 3 is great. That's a really good change. I wonder if the 4-player party thing changed for regular as well. Or is that just in Reforged mode? We'll have to test on our other pre-character. Hopefully they let me grab the quest first. Okay, they're waiting. That's nice. Oh wait, there's a change. Look at that. The gate stays open now. I didn't even notice that. If you get LDOA on Doom mode, will you get a special title displayable under your name? Well, you have the LDOA title. We're not sure if there will be a specific one, but you do have the Doom mark next to your name in game like this until you die. So when you die, that goes away. Yeah, notice all the new brawl. I don't think you can just avoid them. Maybe you can. No, yeah, you can actually just go. A Doom mark next to the title would be cool. Yeah, so we already do know that that does exist. So this icon will show up next to the title when you get it, if you get it while. We already know that that's the case. The only thing we don't know is like these account titles that are on my existing account. I'm not sure about how those work. I'm guessing they just never will be a hardcore title ever. Let's not die here. Here we are. We made it again. Look at this. I'll just click around again. Those who did not see it. Would it be displayable under your name though? Sorry, like if you get LDO engine mode, will the mark be visible? Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be visible with the title under your name. We just know if, the only thing that they've said is it's visible in here. They didn't say if it was visible next to the name as well. Like if you'll see like with this guy, he has the Reforged icon next to him. I don't know if you'll also see the Doom icon twice there, basically, like here and then with the title. But yeah, we'll see soon enough when LDOA is achieved. Crawling down by the gate. Is that a new quest? It's Eliza person. What level are they? Okay. We'll just join them, see what happens. We'll grab healing signet as well, just to have it. This is pretty cool though, a new outpost like this in 2025. Just killing till they die. Yeah, that's what I figured. So they're just scroll farming to level up. And show where it is on the map. Yeah, look. So it's in the Northlands. So this is now a quick way. Keep in mind you have to have a reforged character, new reforged character. You have to create it yourself. You can access Pike and Square up here in the Northlands and immediately go into the Northlands without accessing the lever. Though I did also notice, and I don't know if this has changed in the regular game as well, the lever now, it just stays open when you. So that's pretty cool too. But yeah, no, very cool to have Pike and Square up here. So yeah, they have Chillblains. Slightly terrifying. It strips all the enchantments. Those for all are not new. Guess we'll kill them though. They're only level 3. See, all these new girl are level 6. Can you get Pike in Doom mode? Yep. Yeah, no, I'm in Doom mode right now. If you look, character has Doom's Covenant on. All Doom mode is just hardcore. It's just a flag on your character to say that you've not died yet. And you can see everybody in this party has it. They better be careful with aggro here. I guess these are the low level ones, so be careful, but if you aggro too many of these high level ones, it's a problem. Oh no. We back aggroed there some, and somebody just lost their title. Yep, there's Doom. Oh man. Oh, they do have an elite. They have Plague Signet. I just saw them use it. Oh, we don't have a Res Signet here yet. Yeah, this is what I was saying though. You gotta be careful aggroing. Does no one have Res Signet? I'm guessing nobody does because they're not using it. Or they've slept. Can you still fast travel in combat to avoid dying? Seems redundant if you can just leave dangerous situations like that. Yeah, we're not sure. We don't know. I found any new loot yet. Nope. Nothing new in terms of drops. Is Piken in Doom mode? Nope, it's not only Doom mode. You can just have a, you just need a reforged character, so that's the red icon, reforged mode. You have to have that to be here. Doom mode, I don't think Doom mode only you get here. But you can see everybody in here has the reforged mode, so. This guy's joining back in. But yeah, I don't worry too much about cheesing it. There's ways to cheese death in every game. PoE 2, you can exit the game and warp back into town. They actually recently changed that in the last update. They made it to where you can't just reset to checkpoint whenever you want. You actually have to fully log out to save yourself. But yeah, I don't think that matters too much. I think that teleporting to warp out's fine. There's still a chance you die, so if you're not careful. We're gonna be careful here. I don't care what these guys do, but we will keep that. Yeah, look, Plague Signet. There's an elite skill on a mob and Plague Signet. It's crazy. Oh, they aggroed way too much. Oh my god. The imp is going down. The imp died. Wait, can I use mine? Alav died again. Nice. Yeah, these new girl are scary. Honestly, scarier than the Char so far, at least. Them having elite skills is kind of nuts, even if it is just Plague Signet. We're getting 36 XP per kill, by the way, in case anyone was curious. I don't know, does XP change based on being in a party? I don't think it does. XP is divided. Okay, so it does change. So I'm guessing you would be getting even more if you were not a party then. Which is crazy if that's the case, because 36 XP is still quite a lot. And keep in mind, we do have the 5% bonus. Yeah, apparently it's divided evenly, so it would be 36 divided by 4. Or, sorry, it's whatever the number is. Divided by 4 is 36, I guess. So these are level 8 char. Were these always level 8? Maybe they were. All I know is we're gonna hide. You guys just tanking for us. I don't think we have another res. Oh, we don't really want to be fighting these guys like this. What? What is the char doing? There we go, finally. And we're blocked here. You gotta be careful too. There's more brawl back there, so. Level 8 is normal. Yeah, thank you for confirming. I don't know what is real anymore. We haven't seen an elite skill on the char yet, so we know that at least that's not changed. Oh, I just saw something. It picked up 14 gold and we shared 16 gold. That's the 5% boost. So the drops themselves are not changed, it's just when you pick it up, it's changed. It's leaving again. You don't have the res segs for him. This all looks normal so far. There is more level 6 scroll over here. So they did change over here too. Yeah, there's a crown. Where's my pet window? Oh, we gotta be careful here. Put our heal on. Oh, I got Plague Submitted. It's still wild to see. The Rangers are dangerous. It's just like the Char as well. You pretty much need to watch out for the Rangers. We have a bit of aggro here now. Careful. This one's just level 1. So there's still some individual brawl mobs mixed in with the regular mobs as well. We got 10 gold there. I'm gonna keep an eye on the amount that we actually get with what's picked up because it did seem like we got a different amount than what was picked up before. I agree with them. Not great to fight cats. I do a hunter with us all being low level. We're getting 42 XP now, so 42 times 3, it's 100. Well, math is not mathing. 128? Is it 128? 42, 84, 100, and 126. Oh, Rec 4 sword. Bosses are level 10, so they look the same, I think. We'll see if their skills have changed at all. We don't want to do that. We don't want to attack him from up here. Imp is tanking. Okay, we got the healer. Got one of the mesmers. Imp is getting messed up though. And the Imp's down. Okay. Now for the bosses. Oh, he just pulled it without. Oh, he sent his pet in. That's not great. Now going. It's just using flare. So it's just like before. Bosses have not changed, at least when you doing it. So Reforged mode equals potential classic plus Doom equals hardcore mode. I'm not so sure about that. Reforged mode seems like it could be a potential like classic plus type situation, but it also kind of seems to me like it's more of a test mode. Like it's like a PTR type style thing. Stupid back up. That's a hit. Oh, the person's going to die if they're not careful. Oh, taking shots. Get in there. Beans, get in there. Jeez, that was close. Yeah, as I was saying before, that Char Ranger ran at me. I'm pretty sure this is more of a test mode. This is a way for them to test changes to the game without changing the wider game. It could also mean that it's an Iron Man type style mode, right? Where it's like its own kind of thing on, you know, on the game. Everybody in this mode sees all the same content, but my full henchman party got one shot by the oink bonus and had to quit to town. Yeah, the oink bonus is tough. It's a very tough. Well, for that easy way to make something fresh that doesn't break the game with love. Yep, no, I agree. I think that the Reforge mode, even more than the hardcore mode, is the most exciting. Like, if they keep making changes like this, keep in mind that they made these changes pretty quick. This wasn't like a long, drawn out thing. We know that they've worked on the Steam controller support, all of the UI for all of that, and all of those changes we've gotten in that past release, plus this over the past year. So, pretty significant amount of content that they have gotten in. I'm hoping they iterate on this pretty frequently because they've been patching the game almost every week, like every since the 20th anniversary, or sorry, 25th anniversary or whatever. There's been patches pretty much every other day. They're being really risky here. Yeah, the most important thing here is before they basically said there's no promises, we're not making new content, like new updates. But this is new content. This is a new update. So we've basically now got confirmation. Changes in the future are possible. So that's the it's a great time to be a Guild Wars player. Ooh, you better be careful. Yeah. 17-17 there. No char bags, that was unfortunate. I was kind of hoping we'd get one in the first run. Might want to resign here. Guess I got a purple short bow. Yeah, these areas for the most part seem the same. What spawns did they change? Is it the Iron Hearts? It's been a while since I was in pre. No. So there's a bunch of new Grawl that spawn, and we're probably going to do another run after this. So if you stick around, you'll be able to see it. But they basically added a lot of level 6 Grawl, and some of the Grawl have elite skills on, which is really interesting. XP halved because you're in a 4-man party. Well, it's split in thirds, right? So we're each getting a third of the XP. So we're getting, what was it, 40? Well, we're getting 59 XP now because of our level change. So that's 150 plus 27, 177 XP for the 3-man party. Yeah, see, here's some new spawns. These Grawl Crones. Notice the skills. It's using Chillblains and Plague Signet. So before now, we've only ever seen an elite skill in pre when you're leaving pre-searing on the Ranger. He has Barrage. That's the only time we've ever seen that before. But that seems like the new mobs, it now seems to be the norm. Nice. Level up. Have I been to Peckin Square? Yep, that's actually where we came from. So Peckin Square is up here on this side of the map. Is that scaling to 4-player then? I'm pretty sure the Crones weren't using anything versus Musillo. Um, so certain skills in Guild Wars, this is kind of going into the solo territory, are only used by the AI when certain conditions are met. So I think Chillblains, there has to be an enchantment on somebody that to use it against. And it might also be like Earthquake. So the Earthquake skill, for example, can only be used when there's three or more people in an area with the AI. So when you're solo, for example, you never have to deal with Earthquake. You never have to run into it. And yeah, just to confirm, because they asked it here, you do not lose your Doom if you resign. Are there extra quests in Pack and Square to help with LDOA? We're not sure yet, so we don't know. I don't think anybody's gotten level 10 to be able to see. There wasn't any at level 1 through 6 so far. We've not seen any new quests, so but there might be new stuff once you hit level 10. I'm wondering if you can get the Vanguard quests directly from Pike and Square now. That might be something that's possible. Let's just get rid of something. Yeah, we're not sure if they've actually added any new quests. This is very dangerous for them to be doing. And that is why. Yeah, just run. It'd be strange if they did so without mentioning it in the patch notes. Well, the patch notes are really vague already. Oh, this dude's dead. He's so dead. There it is. Rip. You can see the Doom kill. Iron Man reported has fallen, betraying their oath to Doom. The mark of the Unfallen has been permanently lost. Time to reroll. GG, dude. Big F to that guy, boys. Oh, the other guy left too. I guess they're warping out because they're paranoid. But yeah, so let's go to Pike and Square. You guys can see Pike and Square. So yeah, it looks like Pyken does in post-searing, but obviously with the pre-searing stuff on it. Yeah, this is the OG Pyken Square. We've never seen this before. Before, this was just empty. So there is. I don't know if these are new NPCs. I need to look on the wiki real quick. Okay, this NPC is new, unless I spelled it wrong. I did not. This is a new NPC. But he does not have any quests yet. There's nothing really over here. And there's Lieutenant Greywind. I'm pretty sure this is not a new NPC. Oh, interesting. Somebody's already added this to the wiki. So you can do Hardcore and Reforge at the same time? Yes, that's what I'm doing. So this is Reforge mode. It's the red check mark. And you can do the Hardcore mode, which is Doom's Covenant, by just checking that check mark as well. And you can see, so we can finally see this now as well. The titles, this is what it looks like when you have these marks. So if we were to get Survivor on this character, we'll have this Doom's Covenant mark next to the Survivor tag. Yeah, this is really interesting. We need to get our second profession. So let's go with the Mesmer second profession. I think that's probably the best for ranger, just for the heal, but lovely. Lovely talk increasing today. We'll get our Mesmer skills real quick. We're level 5 already. We'll probably go back and farm. Just take our time farming that. We need to upgrade our armor as well. So focus on that. Oh, that's right. I need to redo this quest. I now remember. This was a Mesmer's burden. Oh, I should sell here. We almost have 100 gold. Let's buy ID. Oh, right. Pre-serving, you only need to really ID the... Okay. So we can sell all these now. If that's everything. Oh, I missed one. Do you want to buy the flute as well? Actually, no, we don't. I think you get XP for that quest, so I need to wait to do that. Yeah, so when you're in Reforged mode, you unlock Pike and Square and you can work here. You don't have to run. Something I did want to test real quick, actually, before we do this, just to see if this works. It looked like when I had opened the gate that it no longer closed on its own. I want to see if they changed that. Yeah, it seemed like the gate stayed open. I think that's a pretty notable change, and especially if what we'll do too is once we've done this, we're gonna relog onto our regular pre-searing character, and I'm gonna go open that as well and see if it's fully changed for everything. So that's a great quality of life change. This will be a good test. I can go get this flower. Being able to form 4-man structured parties for char grinds, yeah, no, like it's a really great change. So yeah, normally before, when you open this lever, this gate would pretty much close right as soon as you pass the threshold. Let's go try to get this flower, then go up to the gate. Because I'm pretty sure it just lasts a long time now. Yeah, look, it's still not closing. I'm gonna hang around here for a second. We're gonna see if it does close. I wonder if they changed this to like, yep, look, there it goes. So they definitely increased that time. I don't know how long that was. It looked like it might have been 30 seconds. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, for those of you who are just joining, you can see the new mobs when you go right through here. So as soon as you go into the Northlands, way before you get to Pike Square, you'll see there's new Gralls to fight on the left side. And they are all the way up here. There's big groups up here as well. So be very careful when you're going through here. Some of the groups had four girls, I think, in them. It was one ranger, 2 warriors, and a crone. And the crones, at least, we know have an elite skill. They have plague sifted, so yeah, just fair warning. We'll put our character here, and let's relog onto a non-reforged character and come look at some of this stuff as well. Because we had started a warrior. The warriors have victory as mine. Good shout. That's kind of crazy. Will we get Signet of Capture in pre-searing? We will find out. Yeah, imagine like before we had the problem of elite skills in pre, right? Like it was a problem because there was some glitches in the game that allowed some people to transfer the skill tomes into pre-searing. Those have kind of always just been around since that happened. I think they got rid of most of them, but they didn't get rid of all of them. So, but yeah, so you'll see this is a non-reforged character. We're gonna go up and check the gate length, and we're also going to check if the mobs spawn. I'm guessing they probably won't. So this time we'll do this. Click on Torin. Is Reforged mode only for pre? No, but the main changes that we can see so far are only in pre. But there are some changes to post searing as well. It's mostly just the henchman now. Okay, so they 100% changed the game time, and it's affecting both Reforged and non-Reforged modes. So that's interesting to know. We'll look and see now if the mobs are here. And it looks like they are not. So yeah, can confirm there are no mobs here. If we run through here, I'm guessing Pike and Square will be. Yeah, you'll notice I don't have the marks, obviously, because this is a regular character. Yeah, Reforge mode is not just pre-searing. It seems like it's going to be for everywhere. You can go into post-searing with a character. We already did that and confirmed you see the mark on people in post-searing, so yeah, see all the mobs that were spawning are gone, and there's not a portal here. Yep. So yeah, this is the hiking outpost before the change. Nothing in here. No boxes or anything like that. But coming here on a non-reforged character, it's pretty clear to me they definitely got the map editor working because there are some changes from this to the reforged characters, some more stuff in here, and obviously NPCs and stuff too. So, the new, well, not new, the old screen that they let you set up now, it just looks so nice. I love that we can change this now. The new old screen, exactly. Even if they are a little scuffed, even like back when we played Prophecies, this was kind of the experience you see. But now we can zoom out and oh whoa, what is this over here, Arena Net? What were you doing? Look, they didn't even bother to extend this enough to have the left side legs on because everyone used to play at such a low resolution. This was all you saw. So what if you would want to do that charred daily quest for a champion group spawns in that Pike and Square area? We're not sure. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know how that's changed yet. We haven't gotten that far, so we're level 5. But that is an interesting thought. It will be interesting to see what changes once you get level 10. Because yeah, the Vanguard quest, there is a Vanguard quest that's in this area, so. But yeah, so far at least, we're level 5. We don't see any quests here. Just make sure there's no quest up there. Yep, so yeah, there's no quests here yet. I thought we went to grab the Mesmer quest. Oh, I never actually went and did it, did I? We just abandoned it. And I was running around and I ended up checking the gate, I think, instead. Do we have a Mesmer's Burden? Okay, so we have to grab it. Yeah, whenever somebody hits 10, I'm honestly guessing somebody's already hit 10. We've been kind of looking at the new features and running, so I think there's people probably very close to 10. And if people have been soloing as well, so you get the full XP if you solo things. So there's that. Well, no, there's San almost low-key hoped for a char hides collector being introduced, so all those stacks of char hides will be useful. They are useful if you ferry them to posts. You can use them in the first town for the first wares. But yeah, no, it would be nice to see something like that in pre, right? I think that would be a good way to make a currency in pre, potentially. You know, you could farm char and get some kind of rare material, kind of like charcoal is. Okay, we got that quest done now. We can go and we'll start trying to solo farm. See how this goes, because it looks like it's gonna be hard. Do I actually get anything from those 2 points? I do. Is it just 1 point? Oh, it is 2. Yeah, I think Greywind is not a new NPC. I'm pretty sure this is the Vanguard one, right? But this guy, I think, is completely. The Grolls are in the Northlands, so they're only here when you have the Reforged mode. So, new character. And you can see these Groll crowns are an example. And I can confirm they're not using their skills with it just being minions. We're gonna go get close to this one just to see. So yeah, their AI when you're solo, this is actually probably going to be a reason for them to only be killed while solo. It's the AI makes them not use their skills, so the long spears you got to be careful. So they hit pretty hard. Yeah, but I thought, are there only between exit portal, pike, and also where the char bosses are? We saw some over by the char bosses. They're not down in the area of the char bosses, but like to the left side of where the char bosses are over here, there are some right there. But yeah, there's a very large group of them between the portals. Oh, we've aggroed too much. So these have Hammer Bash, and apparently Victory is mine as well. Imp has died. I'm trying to pay attention to the XP here. So we got 126 XP from one mob there. That's pretty huge. Interesting. Do Brawl and Char fight? If so, it would be interesting for low-level characters to abuse them fighting. Yeah, I'm not sure if they fight or not. We'll have to find some that are close to each other and try to aggro them into each other without dying. Because yeah, that would be an interesting mechanic to farm them. Got the aggro. Char fights girl. I thought that they did. The AI might be different, so keep that in mind. And this is something else just to note for most of when you're in Reforged mode is they could be changing anything behind the scenes and not putting it into passions. Oh my god, I'm getting hit so hard. 17 and 10. Hit me like a truck. So yeah, the AI may have changed. I would say the same for even like regular mobs. Like the regular char could have had their AI changed as well. So just keep that in mind. You can't really trust anything being the same when you're in this mode. Someone got drunkard title and free with both badges. I'm not surprised by that. It is a title you can just spam click, or macro to get. You just kind of like something to sit there and click for you. So that does confirm, though, I'm guessing that they probably can get account titles with the modes on. That doesn't necessarily let us know how that's going to be handled going forward, though. Kind of unfortunate for everybody who's bought a Steam account. There's no real way to get Reforged version of the account titles you've already progressed slightly. But I guess that is what it is, right? They're gonna make everybody buy a second new account on top of the one everybody just bought. Just made it to Lions Arch, California. I did not know there was a Lions Arch in California. Yeah, these don't seem too difficult to farm solo though, so this is a really oh you call it the LA Cali. That makes sense. Yeah, solo these are not too difficult. At least so far. I don't know if once we get level 10 if it's gonna be different. Yeah, that link bonus is tough. It was even tough when that we had done it with 4 people as well when we had the initial Reforged launch. That bonus is still tough then. I remember the people I was playing with, they were like, "Oh, this can be easy to do," and 2 of them almost died while we were doing this. Great. How are we doing? Time. Streaming almost 3 hours. Probably we'll call it here in a sec. Someone found a way to bring post items to pre again. Oh, lovely. I'm guessing it's specifically with the update, but it also could just be people who already had them here. There isn't any guild button, so it's not that, unless they're using some kind of like packet manipulation or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's not great. They're gonna get banned. It's gonna happen. Happened last time as well. People figured that out. They deleted all the items. They told people to delete the items and they banned a bunch of people. See, I'm just guessing you farm that initial bit and go from there. But very cool. Yeah, I just got on today. Like I said, I'm on holiday right now, so I'm not gonna stream too long today. But I need to make a video going over all of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and head off. Highly recommend everybody log in and give us a look, make a new character. Oh, oh, you can get inside this. That's funny. Can you just phase through it no matter what? It has like a little bump that if you push hard enough, in some places you can sneak through and get inside. It's pretty funny. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna make a video to kind of go over everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and head off. Let me just real quick plug the YouTube channel. We've been streaming this account on the channel recently, so we've been putting all of the playthrough of the regular characters. If I just go and look real quick, see progress we've made. Yeah, you can see we have Spiteful Spirit stuff now, but ultimately where we left off last, probably where we'll continue after the holidays, is um, in here. So we're about to go through the tunnels and then get out into the Versic and Luxon areas. So that'll be good. But yeah, thanks for watching today, everybody. Like I said, I'll make a new video going over all the changes, so if you want to check that out, watch there. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. I'm wondering who's streaming Guild Wars still. Let's see if it's online. Lots of new streamers. I don't see anyone I recognize specifically. It looks like Kroof's streaming, actually, so I'll go ahead and read them. So, yep, everybody say hello to them, and thanks for watching.